Okay.
Yeah.
No. Can you not move?
I don't know what to... No. Now I can?
What is that thing?
Oh, take it off me. Go back. No.
Is it like trying to get in your head?
I think so. I need these things to take it, though. No. Turn around. Turn around.
Stop moving, or does he keep moving?
I'll just kill myself. I don't know what you do. I
want to say that that's not the solution if you ever want to talk it out a little bit.
Thanks for saying that.
Try and jump out of the way. Oh, no.
No way. Yeah, there's no way.
I don't like that.
What if I stop
I don't want
moving?
like a little alien dick on my head.
I know, dude. It's like moving and talking and stuff.
You will be one with us. Dude, this is probably what Alex Jones thinks is in the water.
His alien wieners just busting into your cranium. Yeah, that's probably...
I mean, I also agree with him, by the way. Grab that. Oh, no.
What happened?
Try and grab that thing.
All right.
Try and grab it and push it under there so you can get up on top of it.
Okay, here we go. Yes! Dude!
Nice.
Oh, that's good stuff. All
what
right.
was that thing?
I'm telling you, dude. It looks like,
Head worm?
Is that what it's called?
No, I'm looking it up.
Oh.
Limbo head worm. Yeah, what the heck is that? Maggot.
Wait, do I want to go the other way? No. I don't know what that does. Okay.
They take control of a human's cognitive functions and direct their movements. It is speculated that maggots do this in order to reach the water to complete their life cycle, as maggots can be seen floating in water areas by their own while posing no threat to the player.
Wait, is this like a puzzle? Oh, dude. Alright. We have to...
Okay, so this is that pipeline Trump was trying to build. So you are going to have to get by a couple of Native American leaders and also a whole lot of legislature to get that thing going. Now, you might think that's bad and not worth it.
Right? Yeah. Maybe.
But I urge you to look at the gas prices before you make that decision.
Economically, it just makes a lot of sense. I don't know what to...
Keep doing that. You're feeding that little guy. If we can make a difference in one life, that's all the difference we need to make in the world.
You know what, dude? You're really inspiring me here. I don't know what we're supposed to...
Oh, I think you do that. So here's what I think. I think you do this and then jump down past him right now.
And then get into his lair?
Yeah.
Now he can't go that way. Yeah. Now I can direct him that way. Yeah!
Scare him.
Classic scare tactic.
Call him a bitch.
Yeah, you bitch.
Oh, you hit him in the wheel like a hamster.
Yes, yeah, and then I'll spin him around.
Now he's doing something. He's getting the pipeline going.
Go to work, big boy.
Nice. This is, again... So that's actually... This part right here is a picture of what happened when Asian Americans came here and had to work on the rail lines.
Really?
Yes.
That's... You know, it's really thoughtful of you, honestly. And
I didn't make the game.
No, I think you're just kind of spreading the message. I think that's really great, man. How do I...
Well, we're filling it in.
Go on.
See? Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Probably stop.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay,
Good.
So, now how are you going to get to that? Oh, and you killed yourself. You got to do the whole thing over again now.
No way. Do I really?
Yeah, whole thing.
No.
The hamster.
No.
All of it.
No, we've done it.
Alright.
Dude, have you ever played a game like this before?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played side-scroller puzzle games.
I pretty much only play AAA titles.
Is that really?
Absolutely. I want to make sure I'm sticking up with the times.
Wait, stop.
What?
Look down there. Is there a way to influence that bridge thing down there that's hanging off the side right there? Now get down there and pull that out. Can you pull that out?
Pull it out. Hey! No, it's just for climbing.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I need another piece of wood. I don't know. Can I bring this over?
No, you fool. Jeez, man, bad acid reflux today. I'm tired from the 3-week-old COVID. 3.5 week now. I don't feel good. I guess that falls under the same category.
Yeah, it really
tired.
does. Yeah. You didn't answer my question. What have you been doing in your 3 weeks' time?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to ignore the things you say. First off, before I get to that,
Yeah.
I go back and forth. Yes, I play AAA games just like you. However, we gotta find a way to move that thing. However, I also, I know. Go down to the bottom, drag it to the middle, and then fill it. Then jump to the middle, then jump over. I also play smaller games too. It just depends. Like, do I play indie games super often? No, not really. But like, I like side scrollers. If they're good. This seems like a good game. It's just difficult to figure out the puzzles because I'm not the smartest person ever. And I play a lot of games that a lot of people play. I'm not trying to say nothing here, but I play a lot of like those AAA type games. I also play a lot of games that a lot of people don't play. Like, for example, older games or JRPGs. I know they're not, as popular in America as they probably used to be. At least I don't think they are, because I know back during PS2 and stuff, more people were talking about them.
Yeah.
I guess the big ones are more popular. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're more popular now than they were. But there used to be a bunch of niche JRPGs floating around. I don't feel like there's as many now. But anyways, I like those. Recently, speaking of both what I've been doing while I've been sick, plus what kind of games I play, I actually went back to Fallout 76.
Whoa, dude.
Now, here's my thing with that game. It is 100 times better than it was at launch.
Wow. Just like updates and stuff? What happened?
It's way better. Tons of free content, all kinds of stuff that made the game better. Ton of patches that added in quests and gameplay and stuff. Much better. However, I've got some beef with the game too.
What?
First off, it is very clearly like what you said about NBA VC, which is the virtual currency for the EA games like that and stuff. Or 2K games, I guess. It's not EA, it's 2K.
2K,
right?
yes. Yep.
So, it reminds me a lot of that, where like a big part of the game is building a settlement. Like building a house and displaying stuff in it and like having your safe area and stuff. Now, there are a lot of mechanics that to me feel like they're designed around getting you to spend money. Like, for example, this is the only Fallout game that I know of off the top of my head where food spoils in your inventory and you're required to eat food. So like if you kill a deer, I'm breaking this down as simple as possible. If you kill a deer and you have that meat in your inventory and you don't cook it or whatever for a while, over time it spoils. And that's annoying. And also other stuff happens too, like your weapon condition goes down, and in other games it's easier to repair your weapons.
Yeah.
It seems like in this game you're somewhat encouraged to buy like repair kits to repair your weapons.
Which is you have to buy with real money?
Yes. Or there are ways to earn them sometimes, but yes. Also, here's an example of it. And I know that I'm feeding into their currency a little bit, but I'm trying to make Fallout content now. Not like all the time, but a few times a month, you know? And so for me, it's kind of difficult because I'm trying to make content with this, so like I need the game to be good.
Sure.
So like I need to be able to make a settlement. And I need to have a private server. But of course to have... Oh, are you filling this up with water?
I think so, but I...
Huh. But to have a private server, guess what? You have to pay $12 a month to join their membership.
What?
And it's an online-only game, but if you get a private server, you can play in a server only with your friends. So, like, my world I have, it's kind of like how you have a world in Minecraft, but you know how you can have one for free in Minecraft? Imagine that you had to share a world with everyone in Minecraft, or you could pay $10 a month and make your own.
It's a little interesting, yeah.
That's the position I'm in. And it's frustrating because, like, I'm not trying to bitch about it like, somebody made me do it. It's like, nobody made me do it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I am the master of my own destiny. I paid money for it and I didn't have to, right? But what I'm saying with that is that it seems annoying for hardcore fans of the franchise because, like, oh, you have to find a way to get that box over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, like, all of these mechanics are really fun and cool, and the lore is interesting. Like, in the timeline of Fallout, This is the first game, technically. Like,
Really?
Timeline-wise, it takes place 25 years after the nuclear war.
Okay.
So it's like the earliest one. And basically what it is that there was this vault. You know what the vaults are, right?
Yes.
Where people went underground. There's a vault, it's Vault 76 in West Virginia, which was made for the best and brightest members of like the United States, you know, just in general.
Sure.
And it was made so that they could come out and their kids could, you know, come out of the vault after a certain amount of years and repopulate and rebuild America. Like, start rebuilding it out of West Virginia. So there's a lot of different things in this game that were not in the other games. Like, for example, there's this thing called the Scorched Plague. You have to get it over there. Stop.
Can I climb on this?
Yeah, it'll come up.
Oh, right. Idiot.
So, like, the Scorched Plague is an example of that, which is, oh, there's a hole in the box. Jump.
Ah!
It's like a disease that's not around, as far as I know, later on in the timeline. But it is around right now, you know, and it's something that I don't know of being around later in the other games I've played. So, like, that's different. And, like, there's some creatures that are in later games that take place 100 years later or whatever, and there's some that aren't. So there's, like, a lot of cool stuff to discover as a fan of that franchise or that world.
Yeah.
It's basically like, you know Hogwarts Legacy? You know how it's in a totally different time period?
Yes.
Think that.
See, that's cool, though. I like that.
And
yeah.
that is cool. But here's the problem. Having to pay for a private server in order to get a good experience and not have to deal with other people. You know, having to grind to level up and deal with these high-level enemies that there's no way to know where they're going to spawn in sometimes, and it feels like you're getting cheated on. Like, I had that happen the other day where a monster that was, like, level 30 spawned randomly outside my house, and I couldn't get rid of it. And I'm level, like, 12 or 15. And I was like, I can't even hurt this thing. Like, what does the game...
So what are you supposed to do at that point? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just died. And I was playing with Jill. We both just died. And we died, like, 4 times. And then we just
That's
had to
so
leave.
annoying, dude.
We literally had to leave the server and come back so it despawned. So stuff like that, you know, stuff like encouraging you to buy these scrap packs to actually have enough materials, or encouraging you to buy these, like, I don't know how to describe. Oh, maybe you have to push. Oh, you have to push that to get the balloon under that so that it will move that thing up. See?
Wait, so
the balloon, you have to get the balloon up and over, and then get it over there, and then the balloon will go up and it will push up the platform you were standing on before.
Got you. Okay.
You got it?
Got you. Yeah. So you get it up here and then close it.
Yeah, like how you used that to push it before. You're kind of going to do the same thing, and then close it, and then get the balloon under that platform over there. Then you're going to go up the ladder, get on that platform, the balloon will raise the platform.
Yes.
So push the balloon quickly. Also, my fart stinks. I apologize. It's just because I have a stomach ache.
Let it out.
You know, all that stuff, though, it's frustrating to, like the world that much and like what's going on. It reminds me of Destiny. I was very interested, and I know some people are like, oh, it's not interesting, but I was interested in the world of Destiny, you know?
That was a game I've seen you go insanely hard on some games. Destiny was... I mean, you went all out on Destiny for a long time. Long time.
Destiny 1, yeah, once it became good, you know, like, so Taken King came out, like, its biggest expansion, and it revitalized the entire game and made it good. Oh, there's a lever down there. That's when I really spent all my time on Destiny for a while. Destiny 2, I didn't play it as much because it kind of launched with a lot of the same problems as 1, and to me it was frustrating because it's like, oh, you guys didn't even learn your lesson.
Right.
You know, so at that point it just annoyed me. But the thing with Fallout 76 is if you're a fan of that universe, it's like very easy to get enamored by all the stuff going on and the lore and the stories and all this stuff, but it's so frustrating to feel not forced into, but like pushed to do certain things, like buy things in order to have a good experience. Otherwise you feel like your experience will not be as good, or
that sucks,
won't be as interesting and stuff like that. And that's what really frustrates me. And even like cosmetics and stuff, like there are some fun cosmetics in the game, like clothes and stuff, but a lot of them are in the shop, you know, and stuff like that. Now, to be fair, I originally got the game for free. So Jill's copy is the one I got for free.
Got you. Okay.
Then I bought the game physically because I wanted a physical of every Fallout and every Assassin's Creed. It's just something I want for my collection. And I bought it physically for $5, but it came damaged.
Fallout 76?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I got rid of that copy, and I bought it again for $20 sealed, okay? And it came with about $5 worth of virtual currency.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is essentially I'm writing off that original $5 purchase I made because I basically got that back. Got to rip again. And at the end of the day, I paid about $20 total for 2 copies of Fallout 76. All right.
That's not bad. Yeah.
But then here's the problem. I'm going to totally admit this here. I don't want to admit this anywhere else, but somebody will know. I have probably paid between Jill and I $100 in the game.
Really?
Yeah. To get items and stuff so that the game will be more enjoyable. So there is a point at which to me it's not worth it anymore, but I justify it this way. I have currently spent about $120 on 2 copies of Fallout 76, and Jill and I are having a lot of fun. A new game is about $60. So if you were buying this at launch, it seems not worth it to me at all.
Sure.
In any way.
Yeah.
But because I didn't have that experience, right, I bought it later and got it for free also one time. So I got to play it originally for free, decided this is not for me, this game's not done, I'm not playing this. And then I went back to it, like 2.5 years, 3 years later or whatever when it's better. And now I'm actually paying for it. Now it feels worth it to me to play. But there is a point at which I don't want to keep spending money on it. I just want to play the game, And I'm kind of hitting a point where it's like, if they're going to expect me to keep buying a bunch of shit, I don't really want to. I will occasionally buy a cosmetic in the shop if I keep playing this game and really like it. Because that's cool.
Yeah.
Or like if there's some little item for my house that I want to make that isn't in the game and they add it in and it's like $5 or something. I'm willing to do that kind of stuff. I don't like microtransactions, but if I love your game or I'm having a ton of fun on it, I'm willing to throw a few dollars at it here or there. That's just kind of how I feel. But I think that it's a fundamental flaw in your game to basically require a private server to have a great time unless you have a bunch of friends. And I know that a lot of MMOs are like this, but this game specifically suffers from progression issues. Like, for example, if you, me, and Jill do a quest together, let's say we all do a quest called Starting Out. We all travel together, right? And at the end of the quest, we have to kill a raider captain inside of a building. Here's the problem with how the progression works. We all have to do that. So I can go in as team leader, and you can come in and help me, but if you kill him too, it doesn't count for your quest. What? You can help me, then we can both go out, I can promote you to team leader, and then I can go in there with you and help you do it.
And do the same mission.
Yes, that's dumb. But what's weird is it's not always that way, because this happened the other day. Jill and I got to a raider camp, and inside a building we had to kill the captain, right? This really did happen.
Mm.
Outside, where we're in the same instance, like the same lobby of that world, we killed all the raiders together. We both share XP, we got the XP together, and that part worked fine. You can go fighting together, go exploring together, all that stuff. But when we went into that instanced room to kill the raider for each quest, we had to do it twice. And it's not
That doesn't make any sense.
It's not an anomaly either. That is just how it is. Like, I looked it up, and I tried it with Nate as well, like with all 3 of us. If you have 3 people doing the same objective, sometimes you'd have to do that same objective 3 times. Like one for each person.
Gosh.
So it's one of those things where it's
Are they long missions too, or is it something that, like, how long do the missions
But
take?
that's what I'm saying is weird. Like, so that last part of the mission, 8 minutes. The rest of the mission, 20. Like, so about 30 minutes. And you can do the first 2/3 of it together with no problems. Because you're outside and it progresses together. But then you get inside and it doesn't, because it counts as your version of that building.
That's so good. That
or
doesn't make
their
any
version
sense.
of that building. And that kind of stuff is stupid, because to me, that kind of stuff is like, well, then why did you push this as a multiplayer experience? Because every other Fallout, and now I know Van Buren, which is this like cut game that didn't get made, long story short, it was going to be made, and then Bethesda got the rights and all this stuff, okay? So that game was originally going to have online. So I know there was a precedent to Fallout Online, but it never happened before. So they pushed this as like, hey, Fallout 4, how much fun you had? Play it with your friends. That was kind of the push, right?
Yeah.
And so to a lot of people, I was like, oh, that's cool, but I also want to play by myself. That's what I'm used to with Fallout.
Yeah.
So here's the problem. not only are there certain group activities later on in the game that seem very geared towards having at least 4 people, kind of like Destiny raids or Call of Duty Zombies, which can be frustrating, but also that progression doesn't work right in certain points where it's like it's been designed to progress together and then progress by yourself randomly. So it's like the game doesn't know whether at points it wants to be multiplayer or single player. It's like when a Scorched Beast shows up that's like a legendary Scorched Beast level 30, the game wants to be multiplayer. It wants you and your friends to fight that thing, right? But when the game sends you to kill this raider captain, the game wants it to be a single player. And it's like, why? Like, what is the point? Why is it so confused on its own design?
And it really doesn't need to be. Yeah, I don't...
That frustrates me immensely. You know, it's one of those games where it's like, I don't think I'd want to turn it on and play it by myself. I just don't think I'd want to. I've had a ton of fun with Jill, you know, but like, it's more because we're spending time together and playing a game in a series we like.
Right.
And I'm learning stuff about a world that I like. And also I'm like, it sounds silly, but educating myself a little bit on content I want to make. Oh, you're like counterweighting.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this.
Try that again. The same one.
Because I have it... I need to get that little one over farther.
Yeah. You don't need to get it over farther, you just need to get higher.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And I can't...
You can't make that jump, I'm assuming?
No.
That sucks.
Oh. Yeah, dude, that doesn't really make sense. And it's awesome that they made that game playable now, though, because it really... Like, I heard when it launched, which was a while ago, but I heard when it launched, it was not good, doing well. Not what it should have been.
It really wasn't. And it's frustrating because it's one of those things that could have been amazing. Like, this game could have been unreal. But here's my problem with all these games. I will say that I come at them from a different perspective from a lot of people. And I'm not putting words in your mouth or anyone's mouth on this. I know that you feel the same way about some stuff, right? You want games to be playable later.
Yes.
So, but here's the difference. I highly doubt you care that much at this point if like Ultimate Team on NBA 2K16 isn't playable. Not because you wouldn't prefer it to be, but because you're so used to it, you know?
Right.
Like, I think a lot of people have been beaten down by those industry standards of like, games get old and they're abandoned.
Yeah.
I hate that. It makes me angry. Like, when I play a game and I can tell, like, oh, in 10 years this is going to be unplayable, it frustrates me to no end. And that is how I feel with Fallout 76, where I'm somewhat in between here, where I'm like, I want to play this and enjoy it while I can. And I want to get footage of it and be able to make content on Fallout, including, like, top 5s and other stuff, because I really love this series. So I need to play this while I can. But, at the same time, what's the point of putting in tons of time to a game that's eventually going to die and I'm going to lose all my stuff? Because I can't play it offline. There is no offline. And who's to say that Fallout First will be around in 10 years and I could even pay for my server if I wanted to?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. You know, like, I just... That kind of stuff is so frustrating to me because it feels almost like you're simultaneously afraid of missing out and not being able to play the game later. But also, it's almost like defeatist to feel like, oh, I won't be able to play this game in the future. Why am I putting so much time into it now?
Yeah. And that's part of the problem with all of those sports games is you can't really put any time into them. Well, you can, but then you have to wait, like, once... Basically, a lot of the times what happens with those is you get them, say, Madden comes out in late August. You'll play till probably about up until a week ago, maybe, but normally until around December. And then you clock out, and that's it. So you get like 3 or 4 months, which is a decent shelf life for a game. But if it's a sports game, like, it's not something that you can come back and play like a Fallout or like something else. It's not going to happen. Like, you're done. There's no more cards. There's no more content to it. You're doing the same thing over and over again for cards that really don't impact the game. It's real bad.